large place.
A musical presentation. This wouldn't make my room look much better.
So I've not been in that room there. This room here is where I woke up. Oh my word. I need a compass.
Good Lord, what a bloodbath.
Yeah, I suspect these druids aren't on the up and up. Some of them anyway. The ones that tipped over onto the chaotic side of the axis. Right, so this corridor seems to be shaped in a U. And there is an absolute shit ton of rooms here to explore.
A medieval scene with a ship. A matter of taste.
We're looking for a room with a crystal ball. I suspect if I go this way, I'm going to wind up at the other side. Yep. Okay, what have we here? The entrance?
These are solid iron. These are solid iron.
Right, we're not getting in there. There's a similar door on the other side that we can't get into. Let's just circle around.
It's a bed. I'm not the least bit tired.
Oh god, I'm carrying all of this shit still. Can I go back to the entrance and use the case file on the locks?
Of course, that's few. That would be. No, I'd rather think. I don't believe that doesn't work. No, I should. It won't work. It won't work. It would have surprised me if it had worked like not a. I don't. There's no. That it would have. Think first, Brent.
Had to do it.
Ah, books. Too bad I wouldn't be able to understand a word of them. The fire's gone out. I can't light it. I'd need wood and matches.
I wonder if that's important or something we'll do perhaps.
Ah, books. Too bad I wouldn't be able to understand. I can't get up there.
Okay, I see nothing in this room. Maybe we can start a fire later.
Not a pretty sight. A ham. A ham. No thanks, I've lost my appetite. They certainly have a lot of supplies here. I don't need any of this. They certainly have a lot of supplies here. Crates. Perfectly ordinary crates. Crates. Perfectly ordinary crates. I don't need any of this. I don't need any of this. I can't get up there.
I'm not seeing anything else in here either.
They certainly have a lot of supplies here.
Lots of stuff, including a massive pile of wood here. But I can't interact with that.
Crates, crates. Perfectly ordinary crates. They certainly have a lot of supplies here.
Alright, so a bedroom, kitchen.
A druid's bed. I think there are better moments to take a nap than this one.
Especially, with someone else in the room.
Looks like someone does a lot of writing here. Looks like someone does a lot of writing here. The fire's gone out. I can't light it. I need some matches to do that.
Okay, I take it that means that we're not going to be committing acts of arson.
I can't get up there.
Here's this Maglaw.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Have you discovered anything yet?
I have to learn how to find my way around here first. Don't you think you might be able to show me around the monastery?
Out of the question. We should not be seen together. We will make sure that Surstan's spies do not bother you. Everything else is up to you.
How convenient.
What have you done with Melanie Turner?
She is safe for the moment.
That's ominous.
What do you mean, for the moment?
The day of her execution is the same day when your life will end.
That sounds really encouraging. A double execution, so to speak. And when will that be?
Surstan has decreed that the day of the ritual shall be the day you both die.
And when is the day of the ritual? Even if it's not, an exact date, can you give me a rough estimate?
Where's Melanie now?
She may move freely within the monastery, just like you. I have been to see her and told her everything. I do not know where she is now. I believe she wanted to take a look around the library.
The library? We are sentenced to death and Melanie Turner goes to look at the library? Okay, I'm sure I'll find her. I'll see you later.
What more do you want?
I must ask you something about the talk we had earlier.
Was there something you didn't understand?
There's plenty I don't understand. Yes, the ritual. When is it?
I've still got a few more questions concerning the ritual.
Then ask me, but quickly. We cannot talk so openly with one another for long.
Is there a set time for the ritual to take place?
The ritual must take place on a certain day, at a certain hour. The power can only be transferred under certain constellations of the moon and the stars.
And when is that?
The constellation under which the ritual must be performed is due in 2 days, at the 6th hour after nightfall. Precisely.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Jesus.
Where will the ritual take place?
At the megalith circle of Stonehenge, on the sacred altar, in the center of the Ring of Stone. There we celebrate our high ceremonies, and there we receive the power required for the greatest magic of all, the transferal of life force.
Right, I might have known. That's why Lord Sinclair and his band of gentlemen go there so often.
Lord Sinclair? Who is that?
Lord Sinclair is one of the 5 that Surstan will transfer the power to. I've met him in the year 2000.
Then Surstan did succeed in completing his ritual.
Not quite, but Lord Sinclair has become powerful enough to try and finish it himself.
We will prevent this from happening. When you return to your time, this Lord Sinclair will never have existed.
Can we talk about how Lord Sinclair is the whitest-assed white motherfucker we've ever met? And also that he's a cannibal, along with everyone else? No? Worth a shot.
What exactly is going to happen at the ritual?
Only Surstan knows that for certain. He has gained an incredible amount of magical power during the past few months. He has gained possession of all means required for the perfection of the ritual, and he has spent many nights working on new invocations, which no one can understand but him. We must find out how Surstan plans to receive the power during the ritual. Presumably, he has bewitched some object which he has hidden somewhere. We must find that object and take it from him.
I assume you're talking about the crystal ball.
I'll see you later.
What
I must ask.
was there?
I've still got a few more questions concerning Surstan.
I have told you all there is to know about him. He is a tyrant. Do not get too close to him. He will not hesitate to kill you.
That doesn't sound too good.
I'm serious. Be on your guard.
I'll see you later.
Alright, we need to find Thurston, approach him, he'll kill us, and our nightmare will end. Alright, not going out there yet. That might be the library, perhaps? Another kitchen.
Why should I take jugs with me when I haven't got anything to put in them? The hatch to the dining hall.
Interesting.
That's a lot of storage jugs. Why should I take jugs with me when I... That looks like blood. That's a lot of storage jugs. That's a spade. What do I need that for? A plate of tasty-looking grapes. Maybe later. That's some sort of herb. You never know. It might come in handy. A crate of potatoes. These jugs are empty. I don't need them. These jugs are empty.
What on earth is this music playing in the background?
Why should I take jugs with me when I haven't got anything to put in them? Pretty rusty.
Pretty high tech for whatever century this is.
Pretty rusty. That doesn't look particularly tasty. Crabs. They're for snobs.
Really, Halligan?
No way. It won't work like that. Not a good idea. That looks revolting. I'll take it with me. That's an iron crucible. It's empty. That looks revolt knife. I'd better leave it where it is. That looks revolting.
We could use that for self-defense, though. Alright, I think the music's finally stopped.
That looks like a barrel of wine. It's too heavy for me. That doesn't work.
We've picked up an iron crucible, but we can't pick up the jugs. Curious. Manon, how are you doing, dude?
I can't do that.
You totally can, you just don't want to. So we can open that up. That makes me think we can pass something through those doors into the room adjacent. And that makes me wonder if this room here is occupied. Are you going to kill me if I get too close?
They are spears. Not very easy to handle. I'd better leave them here.
Alright, what's the point of that?
The hatch to the kitchen. That's a lot of crockery. I don't want to break anything. I'd better not touch. Barred windows. A dining table. It's big. A dining table. It's big.
What is going on with that design there? It looks like the end of the table is missing. I don't think there's anything I can interact with in this room. Manon is mentally tired, but good. If you're mentally tired, please do not watch this stream. It's just going to make you feel so much worse. Alright, what are these double doors? Is this the library? No. Oh, that symbol.
The mysterious sign. It seems to be everywhere.
The transformation symbol.
It's engraved. This must be that. He's had a pedestal built for his chair. This must be that Serstan's chair. I'm sure sitting on that would be considered a serious offense. I don't think I ought to do it.
Why not? You've done every other illegal action in this game. Sitting down in that chair should be nothing. This is clearly a puzzle of some sort. Right, so the top one's divided into a lot of sections. Second one's divided into 6. Third one's divided into 4. Fourth one's divided into 8. And the fifth one's divided into a lot.
This thing's made of stone. It won't budge even an inch.
Just want to try and listen for any sound effects here. Amongst this horrible music. Twelve. Maybe, unless I miscounted. Alright, don't know the answer there. Let's come back here later, perhaps. Does this lead me back out into the corridor?
An old library, filled with the typical smell of old leather-bound books.
Indeed, it's just a library. Let's leave. Why would you not immediately not address the elephant in the room? That's a terrible choice of words, I apologize.
Hello, Melanie. How's it going?
I found a few more chronicles. One of them describes all the details of the heathen practices in this region. The monks kept an eye on them because the heathens were their competition, you might say.
What were these heathen practices?
I don't think I ought to tell you. You wouldn't be too pleased.
Oh, right. I get it. Thanks for being so considerate. I think I've heard enough stories of cannibalism to last me a few years, thank you very much.
How are you getting on?
I need a bit more time. The monastery's rather large, and it's hard not to get lost. Also, I keep finding some druid or other following me around.
We don't have much time, Brent.
What can I do? I haven't found the room with the crystal ball yet, let alone a way out of here.
Can we not discuss what happened in the maze? Also, hey, how are you doing? I'm so glad to see that you're safe. Either one of those saying that will be an improvement over what the hell we just got. Jesus. Have we found anything about the Druids in these books? Why would these books not have anything about the Druids?
Have you found anything about the Druids in these books?
Nothing we didn't already know. It talks a lot about the transformation of the 4 elements. Mr. Blake told you all about that, didn't he?
Yes, that's right.
You've got to hand it to him. He'd done his homework all right. I found everything he said about the 4 elements in the Christian monks' original texts.
I don't see how the elements are going to be of any help to us.
Anything can be useful, Brent. I just thought I'd mention it. Do you remember what Blake told you?
No, I don't. Also, he's dead. Also, he didn't have my Wallace.
Now what was it? Remind me.
The Druids believed that the 4 elements were the stuff that made up the world. Air, water and earth were the 3 basic elements. Fire's only purpose was to transfer one element into the state of another.
Which means?
Fire will turn solids or liquids into gas. Fire can turn a gas into a liquid. Take a combination of oxygen and hydrogen, for instance. Fire stands for transformation. The transferal of material into a new state. It's not that difficult, is it?
If we set this library on fire while we're both in here, will that transform us into a new state of enlightenment?
Melanie, could I ask you something personal?
Do you really think this is the right time?
No, probably not. But who knows if I'll ever get another chance to ask you.
Well, what is it? I'm curious.
Forget it.
No, never mind. Forget it. We've got more important things to worry about. I must go.
All right. See you later, Brent.
I fear that conversation is going to lead us down a dark and dangerous path. Alright, we found the library. But we can't do anything in here except talk to Melanie.
It's a writing desk. I don't really need to write anything down at the moment. A goose quill and an ink pot. I don't envy anyone having to write a whole book with them. I don't want to write anything down.
Right, I don't think there's anything else to interact with. So let's just keep exploring. So exterior, kitchen, dining hall.
You? What do you want?
I take it you're Sairstern, am I right?
And you are the man who came all the way here just to let me kill him. What do you want? Is the little bit of life I've granted you too much for you?
I've made a huge mistake coming in here.
I've come to offer you a deal.
A deal? You are offering me a deal? You overrate your importance. I will not do deals with you.
I've seen the future, dude. I've seen all the sporting scores for all the events to come. You could be a millionaire with my help. Also, have you seen my wallet?
I know something that you can't know.
What might that be?
I won't tell you until you give me your word that you will let me and my friend go.
What? You cannot truly believe that I will fall for a trick like that. There is nothing you can know. There is nothing you can bargain with. I will not enter into any deal with a useless creature like you. I will grind you underfoot, if it pleases me to do so. That is all you may expect from me. Now get out of my sight.
I'm a time traveler, dude. I'm a freaking time traveler.
Now what do you want? Are you so eager to die?
Yes.
Your death will come soon enough. Now get out!
End
One
this
moment,
nightmare.
please. Just one short moment. May I ask you one more question?
You do not need to ask questions. It would be a waste of time answering you. You would not understand the answers anyway.
I'll chance that.
You must think you're very clever, just like all fools. You will soon understand just how pointless each of your actions, sentences, and thoughts is. Very soon now, my power will be multiplied, and I will continue to exist within it. It will make me immortal, and you will be no more than a pile of dust that the wind will carry out to sea.
I've heard your order is facing its downfall.
You've heard that? From whom? From a fool like yourself? Our order is not facing its downfall, but a great new beginning, even if some of my brothers dislike the idea. Or did you think I did not know of the ridiculous conspiracy that some of my misguided brothers have set up? They have told you of it, haven't they? I do not expect you to betray them, but they are greatly mistaken where their abilities are concerned, and they underestimate me. I will soon find out which of my brothers are betraying me, and I will destroy them without even lifting a finger. The path I have determined cannot be altered. Our fate is sealed. Now get out of my sight. You bore me.
This guy is suave.
Have you not been listening to me? Get out!
I'd like to stay and watch you.
I understand. You wish to see for yourself what lies in store for you. Is that it? Many doomed men are fascinated by their executioners. Man's curiosity is greater than his fear. Curiosity brought you here, and curiosity will kill you.
Then you don't mind?
Be my guest, if it amuses you. Watch me preparing for your final hour. You do not bother me. As long as you do not touch anything, I shan't even know you're here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You appreciate it. You are a pathetic creature.
I like you. If I touch stuff, what are you going to do? Are you going to kill me? You can't kill me. We know that.
The inner courtyard. A water supply. Could be a cistern. That's part of the workshop complex. Vegetables are growing there.
We've seen that.
A torrential river. There's rather a stiff breeze blowing there.
Yeah, those are the originals that we saw in Lord Sinclair's manor.
Earth and a shovel.
Which makes me wonder if this dude is actually Lord Sinclair. In which case, who is the sixth?
Thurston's writing desk. Vegetables are growing there. A calm sea, nice weather. The inner courtyard.
I don't see much that we can touch.
Thurston seems to do a lot of writing.
Don't even think of touching anything in here.
A chest full of scrolls. And a key.
Hello?
A chest full of scrolls. And a key. Thurston's writing desk.
So here's me thinking that maybe coming into this room would be starting something later on, but there's a key in that room. And I suppose we can commit a small act of arson or something to distract him, get him out of there and then grab the key perhaps? Or maybe I need to do something in the dining hall.
A crate. It's locked. Bad luck.
Speaking of keys and locks.
I can't light it. I'd need some matches to do that. Oh, those are wine goblets. I'm on duty. No wine drinking for me today.
You can pick one up and put it in your pocket, dude. Might come in useful.
A druid's bed. I can't get up there.
Once again, not seeing much else.
A basket. It's empty.
And it's also rendered completely differently, which means I can pick that up, surely.
A basket. It's empty.
Elegant.
A basket. It's empty.
Please don't do that, you're freaking me out.
A basket. It's empty. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. I don't believe it will work like that. That would be stupid. The fire's on. I wouldn't dream of trying to burn this. I wouldn't dream of trying to burn this. I wouldn't dream of trying to burn. The verses are very strange.
No, there's nothing useful in there. I was hoping I could burn the world. Or take the fire with me, maybe.
I wouldn't dream of trying to burn this.
Don't even know how that would work. Right, we have a fire, we have baskets. But I'm not sure what to do with either yet. Apart from that, though, this room looks pretty sparse.
halberds. Very efficient weapons, if a little too conspicuous.
There was a knife back in the kitchen, just saying.
Good grief! There must be hundreds of candles in here.
Take one.
I'll take these candles with me. No one will notice they're missing.
Progress.
I can't get up there. Good grief! There must be hundreds of candles in here.
As a wise man once said, spend less on candles. That's why the Druids are dying, you see. Alright, that takes me back around to the... I'll call it the entrance, even though I don't know if that's actually the entrance or not. Can I light the candle on fire? That's got to be a thing, surely.
I wouldn't dream of trying to burn this.
Really? Alright. So at this point, there remains one unexplored area. And it's through this door on our right coming up.
They're just stones. They just get in my way. They just get in my way. This looks very much like a workshop. There's a workbench over there with a lot of tools. This is for experts only. An anvil. This could be the smithy. There's a workbench over there with a lot of tools. An anvil. This is for experts only.
Definitely not for you, Halligan.
There's a strong smell of smoke here. A pile of wood. I don't need any wood.
Not yet, anyway.
An interesting construction.
What are we looking at? Ah, bellows.
I don't think my help is required. Looks like the smithy's fireplace. The fire's out. Very impressive, that anvil.
It is.
There are a lot of handy tools hanging here. There are a lot of handy tools hanging. There are a lot of handy tools. Looks like the smithy's fireplace.
Alright, let's have a
Fire's
chat.
out. Good day, friend. How are you?
How should I be? Every day I work my fingers to the bone. I get bad food, bad treatment. How would you be?
It's pretty smoky in here, do you know that?
Of course I know. The damn fire keeps going out. Ever seen a smith who could work without a fire?
What's the matter? Does the rain get in?
Oh, what do I know? There's always problems with a fire in here. Nothing works. But everything's supposed to be finished in next to no time.
Oh, I know the feeling. Scotland Yard's not much different.
Scotland Yard? Where's that? In Scotland?
No. Let's just say it's a place it takes a long time to get to.
All I know is the settlement's on the other side of the river, and I curse the day I left them to come here. I should have stayed in the village.
Halligan, don't bring up stuff from the 20th century. There's no point.
Yes, I think I'd have been better off staying in London too.
London? Never heard of it. There's that, west of the river. Don't know my way around there. So what? I'm not likely to see anything but this dingy old monastery for the rest of my life anyway.
Aren't you allowed to leave here?
Oh yes. Every 7 days I'm allowed to go and see my family for a day. But I mustn't talk about anything I do or see here. Else they'll chop off my tongue. So they said.
That keeps turning itself up. Swear to dog.
I'll have a look around if you don't mind.
Alright. Go ahead.
You're stuck here, but you're going to see an execution in 2 days. A double execution.
I'd like to ask you a few more things concerning our talk.
Well, keep it short then.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You, look at you. A weakling like you? I'll bet you couldn't even hold a hammer. I used to have an apprentice who looked a lot like you. Didn't stay long, though. Work was too hard for him.
All right. If you don't want my help,
You can help me by not standing around in my way. If I don't get my work pieces finished by tomorrow, I'll be punished badly.
I see. Oh well, looks like there's nothing I can do for you or that you can do for me.
I'm really sorry, stranger, but as you can see, I have enough problems here as it is. I really can't do with any more.
Why are you apologising? We came into your house here.
I'll have a look around if you don't mind.
All right, go ahead.
So it seems like we might be able to help him by getting the fire going, maybe. Would candles help?
Here, is this any use to you?
What good's that gonna do me? Since when does a smith need a thing like that?
Oh well, I just thought it might have been some use to you. Not a good idea. Here, is this any use to you?
What good's that?
Oh well, it might...
Okay, we can give him stuff. Here's me thinking I was going to the exit. The exit's over there.
Animal skins are hanging out to dry there. Oh yes, this looks familiar. I wonder what this symbol stands for.
It was on the amulet, dude.
Better not. The smith might better not. This looks like a tub of dye. I don't have anything that I need to dye. That would be stupid. That won't get me any further. Looks like a tub of dye. Animal skins are hanging out to dry there. They're too far away, and I don't want to get into trouble. They're too far away, and I don't want to get pipes, even big ones. Pipes. I really don't need these.
You never know.
They're just stones.
What? Yeah, we saw this earlier, didn't we? I didn't think we'd be able to climb on the roof like that, though.
Well, are you quite comfortable? Did the smoke make you black? The little fellow's not very talkative. Not that I imagined it would be any different. Did the smoke make you black? I don't want that. Think first, Brent. I should think about it again.
I imagine we just want to scare this bird off.
It won't work like that.
What purpose, though? Not sure. But I do wonder if maybe this is why the fire's going out.
That won't get me any further. No way.
The chimney being blocked.
Nothing's happening. It's a nest. I can't take it away. The bird's sitting in it. I don't think it would appreciate it. That doesn't work.
See, a normal person would think, okay, let's build a better nest for the bird. Let's relocate it. But Halligan's going, nope, let's just kill the bird.
There's no point in that. I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Alright. That's something else to think about.
There's a bird's nest up on the chimney.
Can we tell him about the bird's nest on the chimney?
I'd like to ask you a few...
Well,
It's pretty...
of course, the damn fire keeps going out. Ever seen it?
What's the matter? Does the ring...
There's nothing.
Oh, Scotland. It's just...
No, nothing about the nest.
What village?
East of the river. I was born there, and I lived there until I came here asking for work. That was a big mistake. I thought I could earn some money here to feed my family. What happened? I became a slave to those Druids.
You don't seem to like your masters much.
Not like 'em. I ate 'em. Years and years I've spent slaving away in this smithy, and my children are starving anyway. Once I dared to go to Sir Stan's room and ask for more money.
And?
That's when I got these scars on my back.
What did they do to you?
10 lashes of the whip. bareback. I couldn't lie down for 3 weeks. I've given up asking questions since then.
Why don't you fight back? A strong man like you?
Oh, I'd do anything to hurt those villains. Oh, but they are powerful and cruel. I have to finish my work by tomorrow, or else I'll be punished in some horrible way.
Tell me about the Druids.
I don't know much about them. Anyway, I'm not allowed to tell you anything.
Ah, that's interesting.
Look, stranger, I don't know about you, but I'm quite attached to my head. I don't fancy being slaughtered because you're so nosy.
Why is it interesting that he's not allowed to talk about the Druids to us?
Why is your work so urgent?
I don't really know myself why they need their stuff so quickly. I think I'm helping to prepare some big ceremony of theirs. Anyway, they keep strengthening their fortifications.
So if we sabotage him... I mean, yeah, he'll probably die a very gruesome death, but does that mean the execution won't happen? The ceremony won't happen?
The ceremony?
Yeah, of some sort. Don't ask me what it's all about. I don't know anything about their heathen religions. I was brought up a Christian. There's hardly any Druids left in Britain these days anyway.
Except here. Have you noticed anything unusual around here lately?
Unusual? No, not really. Except that it's extremely quiet in the monastery. Oh, hang on. There was something. I heard children crying 2 days ago.
Was it us?
It was after dark, and I couldn't see much, but I think the crying was coming from one of those private rooms.
Did it sound like babies crying?
Yeah, it did. Just like that.
Interesting. Did you notice anything else?
No, nothing. Why do you ask?
Just asking.
It was totally us, wasn't it? Alright, the
I'll have a
babies
look
are on
around
site.
if you don't mind.
All right.
The babies are here. Also, I should have asked him if he's seen our wallet, but we didn't get that option.
These must be the stores. There's a lot of stuff here. They are just empty crates. They are just empty. Looks a bit too creepy for my liking. I think I'll steer clear of the shed.
Come on.
There's a piece of wood lying there.
So we can collect that piece of wood, but no others. Okay.
No, I can't see any connection there. They're just stones.
That's a weird pipe.
I won't be needing them. They're just empty crates. They're just empty crates. They're just empty crates. They're just empty crates. They're just empty crates.
I don't see anything else here.
They're just empty crates. They're just empty crates.
Okay, so here we have a tub of dye, and we also have a bird's nest, which we possibly need to clear out to help the smithy. What have we here?
Looks like a drain. What good's a drain going to do me?
Said by no one ever.
Oh, a lever.
I assume water is supposed to flow from the cistern, but something's not working.
This looks like a pipe. This looks like a pipe. Salad. I hate salad. Salad. That's a lot of vegetables. I don't need any. I don't need any. I don't need any. There's the vegetable bed I saw from upstairs. I'd have to go a bit closer to do anything there. That's the outside wall. Looks impenetrable. The inner courtyard is bigger than I thought. Simple wooden buckets. They're all empty. Simple wooden buckets. They're all empty. A rusty pipe. It's fixed on tight. These are clearly animal troughs. I couldn't have a drink here even if I wanted to. It's empty.
Also, there are no animals around.
These are clearly animal troughs. These could be the stables. These could be the stables. These could be the stables. A haystack. They probably use the hay to feed the animals. A haystack. They probably use these could be the stables.
Nothing in this screen? Really?
These could be the stables.
Alright.
The door's locked. Nothing doing. It won't open and I haven't got a key. There's a definite smell of stables here. It's a pitchfork. That's just not my style. There's a definite smell of stables here.
It's never too late to change, Halligan. Again, not seeing anything on this screen.
There's a definite smell of stables here. The windows are locked.
And barred.
The door's bolted. Not a chance. I don't have a key. This is the wash house. The windows are locked. They're just stones. This is the wash house. This pipe seems to lead straight to that small outhouse with the chimney. This is the cistern. It's filled with water right up to the brim. There must have been a lot of rain this autumn. I don't see anything unusual down there. I don't see anything unusual down there. I don't see anything unusual down there. I don't see anything unusual down there.
I can see something unusual there, but I can't interact with it. Alright, let's look at this switch.
Ah yes, a lever. I hope it's not too rusty. It works! The water, better turn it off again.
That was bizarre. So I can turn it on for a very short period of time, which makes me think that if I go all the way over here,
That won't get me any further.
and put something there to catch the water, then maybe something will happen.
That won't get... no way.
I assume that's open now. Nothing's happening when I click this, so that's making me think that there's nothing to do with this particular item.
What good's a drain going to do me? There's no point. I'd rather think about it again. No, I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Let me just see if anything happens here. I don't think it will, though.
It works! The water's flowing now. Better turn it off again.
Okay.
a drain.
So that does something, but I'm not sure to what end just yet. I'll try the case file first. Makes the most sense, very clearly. I still can't believe that was a puzzle solution. Makes no sense whatsoever. This bucket looks useful.
There's no point in that.
So I could maybe block the drain for some reason. Or I could collect water here, perhaps. But not sure why just yet. Alright, so I might take a very quick peek at the walkthrough just to see if I'm missing any items that I could pick up. I've been through all of the rooms. I think I've been pretty thorough, but if this game's taught me anything so far, it's that some of the objects are blended into the backgrounds and virtually impossible to see, so...
Right, let's use this herb then.
Never mind! I'm not sure why you would choose those herbs to put there, but whatever. Where are you going with this game?
It works! The water's flowing now. Better turn it off again.
What the actual hell is this? Is this what they call magic? Ugh. Where are you storing those things, Halligan?
These are earthworms.
Which pocket are they in?
It won't work. I'd rather that won't. That would be stupid. I should think I don't want that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen some interesting videos on the internet, but I would dearly love to know where those are stored.
Of course. No, better not. That won't get. Not a good. There's no. I thought that doesn't work.
Alright, I've picked up some
That would
earthworms.
be. It won't. I should think. I don't think first.
I wonder if I can feed those to the bird. Would you like some worms, little bird?
Worms. Of course, it ought to like them. But why should I feed this bird anyway?
Halligan?
Worms. Worms. I can think. I can think of better ways of using the worms. Worms. Of course, it ought to like them. But why should I feed this bird anyway?
The chimney's blocked, dude. Do you not recognize that as a problem?
Hello. Anything doing?
No, nothing. Don't keep asking me. The fire's out and I can't work.
I'll have a look around.
All right.
I'd like.
Well,
What exactly do you do here anyway?
I work the forge for my masters. Isn't that obvious? Pipes, weapons, locks, keys, the lot. Not right now, of course, since the fire's gone out.
Are you forging weapons for the war?
You mean the war against the Danes? No. Wars come and go, year after year. My masters don't get involved. They're a secretive lot.
You don't seem to like your masters much.
Not like 'em. I hate 'em. Years and years I've spent slaving away in this smithy, and my children are starving anyway. Once I dead, that would 10.
Saying this.
Oh, I have.
Do you think you might be able to help me get out of here?
I'd have to be pretty stupid to try that. I had to pledge loyalty to Sir Stan when I came here. Everyone did. Only he decides who can come and go.
I see. I'll have a...
All right.
I don't think my help is required. I don't think my help is required. There must be a reason why there's no fire on. I should speak to the smith. Looks like the smithy's fire. There must be a reason why there's no fire on. I should speak to the smith. I'd like...
Well,
Is there anything...
you look. Oh, you didn't work.
All right. If you don't...
You can help.
I'll have a...
I feel like we're missing a dialogue option.
I'd like...
Well,
It's pretty...
course, the damn. Ever seen it?
What's the matter? Does the ring...
There's nothing.
Oh, Scotland.
And I.
If you didn't change the subject with Scotland Yard, I reckon we could tell him about the bird. These lead nowhere.
Yes, I...
What is?
I...
Hell.
You don't know...
What?
Why don't you...
I have.
Tell me...
I don't.
Ah, that...
Looks like.
Is it so dangerous to talk about them?
Of course, traitors are executed. Anyone who works here has to be silent as the grave. Anything else? Put you in it.
Can you at least tell me how many druids there are here?
What do you want to know that for?
Well, I haven't seen many around the monastery.
Makes sense. Surston leads a lot of them into the woods during the day. They collect mistletoe and all that. When they hold their great assemblies, there's hundreds of them.
Why is your work so urgent?
I don't really know myself why they need this stuff so quickly. I think I'm helping. And yeah, don't I? I don't. I there.
Have you...
Unusual. No. X. Oh, there.
Did it?
Yeah, just
Interest. Did you know...
no. Why do you?
Just ask. I'll have...
All right.
Maybe I need to light the candle first and then come back. But we know why the fire's not working. The chimney is blocked. But we don't have an option to tell him that there's a bird blocking the chimney.
The little fellow's not very talkative. Worms. Of course, it ought to like them. But why should I feed this bird anyway? I can't take it away. The bird's sitting in it. It's a nest. It's a bird. A crow, I think. That won't get... There's no point in that. It would have surprised me if...
Alright, so I think earthworms on the bird is the answer. But I just need to find the right trigger. Let me go back inside. Radio, once again, there is a break in the recording there because that's where I stopped recording for the night. I did have a look at the next line in the walkthrough, just to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I'm very glad I did because this one also makes no sense. I am salty about this. So it turns out I've missed nothing in the walkthrough so far. I've picked up all the items that I need. What I need to do now is I need to get rid of this bird, and we do so using the earthworms. And this makes no sense. Let's give the earthworms to the bird.
Worms. Of course, it ought to like them. But why should I feed this bird anyway?
Exactly. We can't give the earthworms to the bird. What we have to do instead is put the earthworms here. I'm not happy about that solution. There is nothing to really indicate that other than there's a random point here where you can place the earthworms and that'll feed the bird. As opposed to feeding the bird directly, which Halligan doesn't want to do because Halligan is a complete piece of shit. And with that, we can grab the nest now.
It's a nest. Sorry, it had to be done.
And that gets the fire going, just like that. That's where I stopped playing, other than taking a very quick peek inside the cabin, so I'm not sure where to go from here. TheGypsyClaw is in chat. How are you doing, dude? I've been alright, other than, you know, playing this. we have fire.
I don't think my help is required. An interesting construction.
And that is no longer interactable. But I'm sure we can talk to him and discuss the state of play.